Hi, this is Kev, your friendly local electrician serving Medway Maidstone, and I want to talk a little bit about one of the services that we really specialise in. That is EICRs, or health checks on electrics, also known as landlord safety checks or landlord certificates. So we have two versions of the health checks on electrics. The one is the one that everyone knows of. It's the generic rented property landlord certificate, which is the minimum standard being 20% sampling rate. So alongside all the other checks that you've got to do inside the fuse box and check all the bonding and this and that, you're sampling 20% of the accessories and current using electrical equipment, which essentially means if you've got 10 sockets, we're opening up and checking behind 2. If you've got 10 lights, we're opening up and checking behind 2. If you've got an electric shower, we're opening that up, checking behind the cover. Same with the cooker, etc., etc. That's one option we do. We also offer a super duper once over thorough health checks on the electrics, which is that on steroids. You know, instead of the 20% sampling, we're pretty much going around the entire property, all the light switches off the wall, all the sockets off the wall, all the lights down. We're checking behind them, making sure they're all okay. And if you combine that with our quick win scheme, which is essentially silly little bits that we can do there and then that don't cost an awful lot, we say just leave a sum to the side and I'll try and gauge how much that might be. And what we'll do is on the fly, we'll just use that to do all the silly little quick wins, save us ringing you and going, you know, Mrs. Lloyd, would you want us to plug the earth back in that's just fallen out, etc., etc., etc. So that's that. And on the note of the quality of EICRs we provide, you will notice that the market can be very there's a wide range of prices available on the market. You can get EICRs for £50, and I just want to say, be careful of going with the lowest bidder. So our health check of electrics, at least at a 20% minimum standard, is based off our Bible, the BS 7671 electrical wiring regs, and the guidance note 3, which is specific for our inspect and testing, which is health checks on electrics really. Now our minimum standard follows that, what they recommend inside those books, and I've just got to say that the lowest bidders will never be able to do an in-depth check to the minimum standard, I don't think. In fact, I know. And if that's the way some people want to go, then that's fair enough. If it's just a tick box exercise, just to get the certificate that says pass on it, then fine. Unfortunately, we probably couldn't help you with that. But if you want a good quality health check on electrics, a proper minimum standard, so this is minimum that we're trying to get to, that is what we do, that is what we offer, that is what you will get. So yeah, that's EICRs. We must have done maybe 1,000 of them now, in fact probably over 1,000. So we've got quite a lot of experience with EICRs, to say the least. And yeah, so all the best with your health checks on electrics, whatever your requirement is, whether you're buying or selling a property or renting out, or you just really want to make sure your property's super duper, walls tight for when your grandkids come round, or whatever the case may be. Yeah, that's that. And probably on the final little thing is with the thorough once over health checks on electrics, because we're pulling all the sockets off the wall, light switches off the wall, lights down anyway, a lot of people tend to try and modernise at the exact same time. So we'll pull the old one off, we'll do our checks, we'll put the new one on. yeah, customers kind of like that. They combine that quite well. But yeah, that's that. Of course, any issues, any questions, feel free to call the office, and we'll get back to you, or you can email us, etc., etc. But yeah, that's enough of my waffling. Yeah, that's Kev, your friendly local electrician, serving Medway Maidstone. Yeah, all the best.